welcome to largest issue in the galaxy, every issue in the galaxy from fighting to writing. I am your host, Riely, joined by a wacky cast of characters, as usual. Andrew!
I'm not here.
He's not
He's
here.
away.
He is away. Demi Gloom.
Hello everyone, Demi Gloom, she, her pronouns, please. SoundCloud.com/Demi Gloom, that's my name now.
And
I'm
Mo
funny.
Diggity.
Hey, what's up? This is Mo Diggity here. Twitter.com/MoSide Gaming. I got pin tweeted all my shit on there. Go check that out.
And this is the end of the show. My issue was.
Oh man, God, thank God, because I am fat with freedom meat right now. I don't want to move.
I didn't get to do a 4th of July cookout. I'm fucking pissed. I'm mad.
You don't have like neighbors or anyone that's cooking like a couple extra sausages?
Nah, man, I don't.
Are you surrounded by communists?
No, well, first of all, my neighbors are Mexican, so I don't think they celebrated it.
Dude, Mexicans fucking love the 4th.
Mexicans love 4th of July more than anybody.
Well, these particular Mexicans did not celebrate it as far as I can tell. And also, I don't really know them that well, so I'm not going to their cookout. Usually I go to fucking Silas's cookout, but I didn't get an invite this year. I don't know if they did anything, so...
Oh, yeah, you should just call them up and say, bitch, where's my fucking freedom meat, motherfucker?
Bitch, where my hot dogs at?
What you got in my what you got in my hot dog, homie? What you got in my sausage, fool?
Alright, well,
Get your bratwurst on.
In usual largest issue fashion, I forgot to pull up the voting, so while I do that, Mo, how was your 4th of July celebration?
Pretty fucking good so far, other than, like, waking up to some as far as, like, just about a few hours ago, unidentified nutcase in fucking Chicago taking fucking pot shots at people in a parade.
I did hear about that.
Yeah, and it's fucking crazy because this shit was fucking pre-planned like a motherfucker, man. This dude, like, it's a solitary dude who did this shit.
Did he get caught? Did they get him?
I don't know. I haven't, like, it's been a couple hours since I've even checked the news.
He was still at large last time I checked, so...
Yeah, no one, like, despite our national security apparatus, and I'm probably going to get a little bit political in this episode because it is the 4th.
Me too. I hope that we don't have the same issue, Mo. I think we might.
Oh, me 4, except my political issue stands for nothing.
Nothing related to 4th of July on Andrew's end.
Well, like, I mean, kind of, but you'll find out. Anyway, yeah, but other than that, other than waking up to some asshole taking fucking pot shots in a crowd, and despite us sacrificing a lot of liberties and a lot of freedoms for a while, at least for a while anyway, under wannabe right-wing fucking dictator fucking W, our national security apparatus has once again failed us. So I don't understand why we have the size of government that never stops a fucking mass shooting ever. Despite them always, despite the FBI always saying, oh, he was on our radar. Like, dude, just fucking say that you paid him to do that. This is a false flag event. Because, like, it's starting to get just, like, too fucking coincidental. Like, we have, like, so many fucking cameras everywhere. Not a fucking single shot of a potential suspect. It's fucking nuts. Sorry.
Okay. But yeah, no, I get it. But I got the voting up. So the issues last week were distance, IT work, and Andrew's past issues. And the winner, with one vote, the only vote on the night, is distance. Fuck you, Demi Glue.
Distance does kind of suck. I mean, I would have picked IT work myself, but, you know, distance does fucking suck, because you know what the worst thing about...
it didn't come up to a tiebreak, because then I would have won, because I brought in IT work.
Oh, okay, yeah, because, like, the worst thing about distance is the fucking wait. You're just sitting there, just like, it's like a life's loading screen.
Yeah,
that's
like
what traveling feels like.
Having to travel a distance is like loading. Yeah, that's a really good metaphor, actually. I like that a lot.
Well, because isn't reality just sort of... Like, isn't reality just sort of like rendering in as you fucking move along?
Yeah, as you see different things. Who won last time? I had to mute for a second.
You did.
I did?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Unfortunately.
I would scream in joy right now, but I'm not allowed to scream anymore because...
Because you came out of the closet.
Yes. Do we want to explain that?
Yeah, Demi Gloom came out of the closet. She used to record in her closet, and she came out of the closet.
Yeah, I came out of the closet, and now I'm like audible for my entire house if I speak any louder than I'm speaking right now. And there's a lot of echo, and it's just not ideal for recording. It kind of sucks, but I had to get out of that closet because it was so fucking humid. Like, I would literally it's like a sauna in there.
Oh yeah, it's summertime.
You know,
It's hot out.
for like 20 or 40 something bucks, you can get a giant box of soundproof foam.
Yeah, but it doesn't like. How well does that work? Jason
you
got a
can
bunch of
soundproof your bedroom like Jason did.
Actually, yeah, it does work. I have some soundproof foam whenever I put it up, and when I was able to put it up, these shitty walls do not. I have a little story about that sometime. These shitty walls don't take anything that's sticky. Yeah, it works out really, really well. It takes the reverb and the wob out of your voice.
And how much do you need for it to make a difference?
Oh, well, I just had like a little. I just put like 4 or 5 squares up, but if you want like decent soundproofing for you, I think I'd get like 9 or 10 squares, or like a box of soundproofing foam for like on sale, so you have some spare later on.
Okay.
You put yourself up like a 4 by, like a 2 by 4, like 2 up, 4 across.
Yeah.
Like across the way from the place that you'll be speaking primarily, and that should work for the most part.
How bad is my echo or reverb, by the way? Do you guys like hear an audible?
No, not at all.
difference?
It's
Okay.
it's fine.
Yeah, no, you sound fine. It's just unfortunate that like you literally cannot get any louder than this under any circumstances, or your parents are going to
Yeah.
get mad at you.
I'm going to I'm like right against the wall of my parents' bedroom, so I'm gonna move this. I have to move my like entire bed, my entire shit in my room to achieve that, but I will move it across the room. So hopefully I don't have to be super stealthy.
Do you think they can hear like every word you're saying right now, even?
Maybe, probably. If they're in like the hallway, they can. Which is why I have to refrain from, my chronic N-word usage and
Yeah, of course.
That's always smart.
Chronic N-word user.
I don't know, like realistically, I don't think I'd get in trouble. Like I'm almost 18. What are they gonna do? Get mad at me because they made an offensive joke?
I'm still cackling over medicinal N-word card. That was a good line by Kang on the death stream. The Insight needs a medicinal N-word card.
That was pretty silly.
But okay, so I'm gonna go first because I wanted either me or Andrew to go first, and I'm scared that Mo might have a similar issue. So I'm gonna go first to undercut him if that's the case. My issue is American quote unquote freedom.
Okay, it's not quite what I would have what I picked, but I'm interested in hearing what you have to say.
So freedom. Let me. This is the black pill moment. Okay, freedom, not real, not true. What is freedom?
Touch on the one subject.
Why is America touted as this huge fucking of freedom? Everybody, American flags, wave them around. What the fuck? Like, I don't feel like there's freedom at all. I feel like all of our freedoms are slowly being taken away, and that they're already been taken away to the point of why do we even call America the land of the free anymore? Like, how is that
Because
not already
relative to the rest of the world, aka slave-owning monarchies, we are free by comparison.
Well, sure, but like the whole point of America is like the fact that they advertise it so much. Like, this is the freedom place. Like, America
Riley,
and freedom are synonymous.
You're misunderstanding, Riley.
Uh-huh.
It's called a free country because it costs $0.00.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Free America? I'll take it.
I'll take it.
Free Palestine?
I'll
I'll
take your
take
entire
it.
stock.
Yeah, this is all of us, ladies and gentlemen, and whoever else is listening. This is all of us stealing a mutual Family Guy joke.
Is this a
Oh,
Family
it's a
Guy joke?
Family
But I
Guy
just, I
joke.
can't,
Oh.
I can't.
Probably.
Oh, it's well. Okay. At least I was, because it was Peter showed up at a Free Tibet rally, and he goes,
I do
"Free
remember
Tibet,
that.
sweet, I'll take it." He goes into a fucking phone booth, calls the Chinese premier or the president, goes, yeah, I'll take all of that. I'll take all of it." I explained it really shitty. I'm sorry. I apologize.
It's okay. But yeah, I can't respect America in the way that like they seem to want you to anymore. Like the Pledge of Allegiance is bullshit. First of all, I just want to say that
The Pledge of Allegiance is just obedience
such
training.
bullshit. Yeah,
The Pledge of Allegiance is obedience training.
it is.
Yeah.
The Pledge of Allegiance literally makes America feel like a cult. The fact that we make all of our kids repeat this every day,
The
and
fact
that
that we
literally pledging
literally-
their allegiance to this
Exactly.
country.
I was just going to say that.
Cult behavior, I think. And it's just like,
Many such
Again,
cases.
that we always talk about as Americans, we all have freedom, but you know, now it's all getting taken away. The fucking Roe v. Wade thing was really what
Fuck
opened
off.
my eyes to this.
Shut up.
And then
Must
Um,
freedom.
Andrew, I'm not undercutting your issue. Don't worry. But
You know, America was called Land of the Free before Roe v. Wade was even like proposed.
that's true, and I don't think it was true then either. I don't know if America's ever truly been
No,
free.
no,
Like I
it's
think
never-
we've
was only
been
it was
we've
only
been
free when
close at times.
it was only
but-
free before Europeans came.
It was free as long as you are a straggit white male.
Straggit.
That's not even true.
A
It's not free for
straggit? What?
anybody.
I guess it's the straight form of another word. I don't know.
You've never heard straggit used in a sentence? Oh my god.
I'm Andrew. I've never dated a man, and I never will, and I have 90 girlfriends. But I kind of think femboys are kind of cute, so I'm gonna use
Can I
homophobic
say
slurs
the
all the
F slur?
time.
Yeah.
I've throated multiple guys in my life.
That's not
Oh
true.
God.
God,
That is
I really
entirely
wish.
true.
I really wish I didn't hear that. Jesus Christ.
But yeah, the Roe v. Wade overturning was really a telltale sign that we're losing all of our freedoms, and even to go the other way in the political spectrum, they're really trying to take away our guns. They're really fucking trying.
No, they're not. They're not. They're not even going to come close to it. Even the bullshit that they signed, it's got so many fucking loopholes in it, and you just keep your mouth shut. And then if they do, like you say, they do try to fuck with you, say you lost your guns, like bury them out in the backyard somewhere.
I lost my gun. Where'd they go? I
I
lost
had a
them.
boating accident.
No, that was an airsoft gun. I sold it.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, this
None of those
picture of
guns
me
are real.
wearing a MAGA hat with an M16. Nah, bro.
Not real.
That was photoshopped.
Yes.
I was hacked. My account was hacked. No, gun control advocacy is all performative because like it's just like in my eyes it's like if I could push a button, right, that would like make all guns in America like disappear, right?
You'd push the
I
button
would
twice.
push it. I would push it. Yeah, I'd push the button twice.
Yeah.
But like that just can't happen. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? It
the
won't
only-
happen.
Yeah, the only way gun control works is if literally no one in this country is allowed to have a gun. That includes especially all authorities. And no one's like able to bring guns, through the, like everything I'm saying is fucking stupid
Well,
and will never ever happen. So
I'm not
that's
going
how
like
stupid. Yeah,
I'm not going
sorry.
the Fed posting direction like you, Mo, where I'm like, oh, if the authorities have guns, they'll like take over and become
Yeah,
a
well,
The
dictatorship.
authorities have already
Of
taken
course
over.
of course they would. Like,
But,
What do you
like,
mean they would? They're
what-
already in charge. They already control
I
our
think
lives.
the thing is, like, if we took away guns like as a legal thing, bad criminals still obtain illegal items, and I'm pretty sure they'll be able to obtain guns still.
Well, yeah, well, here's the other thing, too. Like, you practically, criminalize the entire population, because practically everyone, except, like, a couple of, like, foo-foo little Democrats, won't have guns. So basically everyone will be a fucking criminal. Which
They'll
they'll
want
try
to have
use.
a gun just to have a gun. You know?
I think if somebody can propose like an actual like way, like an actual policy that will actually take guns out of the hands of criminals, I will I will gladly sign up for that campaign. But like all I hear is like nonsense being spouted and all these like knee jerk reactions, like, oh, guns, people die from guns, guns bad, take away gun. You know what I mean? Like it's just like this. It's this seemingly common sense response to tragedies and what's going on, and it just doesn't seem very like nuanced or
he
thought
used
through.
gun to kill. If no gun, then no kill. Get
Exactly.
rid of gun.
And don't get me wrong. If we could get rid of all guns, that would significantly reduce the amount of suffering and tragedy that exists in the world. I just have a hard time believing that we're actually capable of doing that.
Can we go to the world where guns were never invented and we just all use swords?
No, because then it's going to be.
There was another mass stabbing.
Yeah,
a mass sorting.
No, dude,
What is it even called?
No, like a few days ago, there was a couple of fucking
a mass
dudes.
slashing, maybe is what it would be
A mass
called.
slashing.
No, for real. Like just a couple of days ago in fucking Britain, there was a couple of fucking dudes just like with fucking machetes chasing down a couple of motherfuckers they were pissed about, and they were like slashing down the fucking people they were angry at. So, no, that's a bad idea too.
There was a TikTok meme that my friend Colo sent me, where it was like getting robbed in Britain, and the guy like pulls out a sword and says, "Runneth thine pockets."
Yeah, but there's no fucking way we would ever be truly rid of guns anyway, because we have 3D printers now, and the schematics for printing guns. Yeah, you can literally 3D print guns, and it's been on the internet for some time, and those are never going away. And you could just like wait on 4chan on K for a few days, and you'll find the schematics posted on there. So, gun control is already fucked.
Yeah. But to kind of get back into my issue, I just feel like more and more as I observe like things that are happening and like what's going on in like politics, it's
Hoods in Britain be like.
Have at thee, knave.
No, but it's like I just feel like freedom is slowly and slower fading away, and it's just like eventually people aren't gonna know what freedom is. Like come like 500 years from now. Like our freedom of speech is gone, pretty much.
No, it's not.
It's not gone unless you choose to make it.
No,
gone.
it's only really gone on like social media. Like being for real, I was thinking about this just the other day. The second that you get off of Instagram or TikTok or Twitter or anything, all this shit that they talk about, all that stuff, it's like regular people don't follow those rules.
Well, like not saying the N-word? What do you mean?
No, of course they don't. This ain't fucking Twitter, man. Like no one people only really care just to look good on social media. The second that they get off, it's N-word, 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 N-word. Like it's their fucking.
Can you give us an example, Mo, of how you talk to your friends outside of the internet?
I think that's just you, Mo. I think
that really is.
I say the N-word among friends too.
Like, dude, everyone is like just most people. Like, well, actually, some people won't admit it, but like most will, or they just won't care, or they'll flip you off and walk away.
Yeah, I feel like we are getting to a point where this like shitty liberal internet is starting to infect real life, and it's like even if it's not that big of a deal right now, like it is slowly taking over, and I think in 500 years freedom of speech will not be real.
Well, America probably won't even be around, and it will probably be called like the municipalities or something of North America or some shit like that. Like you look at the borders, how they were drawn, just 50 years ago, just in like Europe or the Middle East. It's like a significant difference what it is now. If you contrast, compare, for example.
Yeah. I don't know, and I feel like such a cuck for like spouting this nonsense because like
don't. You're entitled to this feeling. In fact, it's justified that you feel that way.
Yeah, I get it, but like it's obviously 4th of July, and like I'm trying to be topical, and like there is a half of me that like sees these people being like, oh, we can't celebrate 4th of July. They've taken
Yeah.
away our freedom. Like, that's kind of annoying.
No,
But at the
no.
same time, it's true. Like,
No, like you celebrate even harder. You grill even harder. You drink
yeah, I
even
don't
harder.
even listen. Okay, this might be like mortifying to any boomers in the audience. I don't think I really give a fuck about the meaning of 4th of July at all. It's just fireworks and cheeseburger day. Like,
Well, yeah. It's guns and beers and burgers day.
I wouldn't
But,
be
you know,
burgers and
always-
someone gets their finger blown off.
Yeah, and that's going to make for like several good TikTok videos later on. But no,
Yep.
seriously, for real, like always keep the spirit alive within you because they can never like take that from you.
that's true. I really hope something happens in American society that pushes us more towards freedom. I think I might just be a libertarian because I really just want the government to fuck off. Like,
Well, yeah,
let us
it's
get
natural.
abortions.
Right.
Let us get abortions. Let us have guns. Let us do whatever we want with our own fucking bodies. Fuck off. Literally, fuck the government, and I want them to leave me alone in everything that I do. And I'm pretty sure that is what libertarianism is. So you know what?
Well,
Sign me up.
libertarian.
I'm not even going
common
to try.
sense.
What do you? No, please try, Demi Gloom, by all means.
Lord knows I will.
Libertarianism is an ethical philosophy that has so many more implications than just like anti-authoritarianism, and there's so many like I can debunk libertarianism if you give me enough time.
You can debunk total libertarianism, which is fucking stupid.
No, write
Yeah.
this down. Okay,
'Cause,
write
like,
this down,
total-
folks. Put a pin in this. This week, Demi already has an issue, but next week, you are assigned the issue of libertarianism. Please
No.
prepare your research.
I
Like-
already told you, Riley. I am actually going to make a video essay about libertarianism.
libertarianism?
It's gonna be called-
Okay.
Libertarianism debunked.
Yo.
Like being real, like a total libertarian society would suck pretty hard because it kind of is the biggest and the strongest and the richest fucking rule over you.
Yeah,
It's basically it'll be America brought to you by Walmart. If it were like
Yes.
a total like libertarian society, like
Wall America.
Walmartica, you know? There's a YouTuber on here that would just do spoken word green text stories from 4chan, and one of them was the Libertarian Police, and one of my favorite lines is Subway presents the police. Eat fresh and freeze, scumbag. And that's how a libertarian society would be.
Yeah, probably. I hate authority. I think I'm just going through my angsty teenager phase at age 20, where it's just like, yeah, authority needs to fuck right off. Like, if you're an adult, you should be able to do whatever you want with your body. Fucking legalize all drugs, legalize abortion, leave our guns alone. Just fuck off.
Pretty much, you know, like I don't have any problems with that statement whatsoever.
I could probably sell you on like social libertarianism and economic populism if you gave me enough time.
What is economic populism?
It's essentially
something-
Go on.
Sorry,
Mo.
Where's my other
it's
Capri Sun?
to be honest, personal quickie opinion, economic populism is a little hard to sell to most people.
I think I think I would describe populism as like the basic principle of being anti-hierarchy, in the sense that like corporations and people, like it's the understanding that corporations, companies, you know, these sort of things are entities of their own that have their own power and authority, and you're sort of the attempt is to crack down on the amount of authority that they have and the influence they have on people's lives in the interest of allowing people to pursue happiness. Because I believe in freedom fundamentally. Like sometimes I would describe myself as a libertarian socialist, although that word kind of has some red
Cancels
flags.
each other. Yeah, it cancels each other out too. It's
A
kind of
little- little bit.
like anarcho-communist or anarcho-capitalist. Like, how can you be an anarchist but for a form of government at the same time?
It's
yeah,
kind of hard to
that was
explain.
always a weird thing. Like, obviously, we all know an old anarcho-communist friend, and I never quite understood their takes on politics to a full extent.
I think the
you-
majority of anarcho-capitalists, like online, have no idea what they're talking about. But
Oh.
there are definitely circumstances where, like, anarchy and communism and like economic collectivism don't necessarily cancel each other out. I think it's just like it's just a little bit of a stretch. It's a little bit ridiculous to expect.
Yeah, like ANCAPs and ANCOM stuff would be great if it's like a group of like a few hundred people, but the second that you go past 100 or like a few hundred people point, it becomes like a huge inconvenience and sort of a huge pain in the ass for fucking everyone else, though, because not everyone wants to be an ANCOM or an ANCAP or will jive well with that.
I think the hardest, the worst thing about like total freedom or anarchy is that, or I guess the flaw in it is that authority is something that just naturally occurs. You know what I mean? So like if you could say like we completely like I'm not going to say that word, get rid of our current established government and authority that exists.
Wait, what word are you not saying?
Don't worry about it. If we
in Minecraft,
if we get rid of the government,
if we revolutionize.
Yeah, well, we can call it that.
Wait, what are you not calling it? I don't understand.
Just shut up. I'm trying not to get TOS'd. I'll tell you later. If we, like, if say like, all right, the government as we know it,
revolt,
gone, vanished. Just Riley, shut up. The government.
Riley, I'm going to DM you exactly the word that Demi is trying to like skirt around, but you're insisting on like more clarification.
I'm curious.
No, you're just stupid. Shouldn't be that hard, Riley.
Oh, okay.
You can't call for that even in like a roundabout way.
I just want to say Demi and Mo sent me 2 separate words, so they're not on the same page.
Mo, can you send me what you said to Riley?
Oh yeah, sure.
Damn, now I want to know what it is. No, I'm probably wrong.
I mean, yeah, we mean the same thing.
What were you saying? What was your
Okay, fuck it. I said overthrow. If you call for overthrowing the government, even in like a roundabout sort of way online, you get in real big trouble, like TOS wise.
Do we have to censor this now that you said it out loud, even though we were trying to get around it by?
I mean, to be honest, I've never
I'm not even
seen
calling
anyone
for it, so I don't think it really matters.
I mean, I've never really like actually seen too many people really get into like any real trouble unless they were saying directly specifically.
I would like to see the government reworked. I don't know about necessarily overthrowing, but like I think there's
gaslight the match.
I think there's real change that could be made, like in the form of actually electing officials that we actually want to elect instead of electing officials that do a dance monkey dance on stage for 6 months and then get directly chosen by the DNC. Instead of actually going by the real primary vote. Fuck you, DNC, you robbed Bernie twice, get fucked.
Yeah, the second that we get rid of, stop making elections popularity contests, our democracy will improve dramatically.
But they aren't. They're literally just like, if it was popularity contests based on all of the citizens of America deciding based on popularity, but it's not. They rig the votes, especially the fucking, I'm not even talking about the general election, I'm talking about the Democratic primary. Nobody was ever going to win that primary except for Biden. Nobody, ever. The whole thing was a fucking pony show.
Yeah, it was very apparent that it was once Biden was like in 4th place, I think it was after Iowa. And no one wanted fucking Biden at all. Like, no one even, like, everyone was willing to skip over Biden to go with the 5th place one. I don't understand how, I mean, maybe he really is a doddering old fool and he has no idea what he's doing the entire time. And maybe they really are banking on that. Or, he just said, yeah, you just tell me what to do and I'll just fucking do it. Probably that. Maybe even a little bit of a combination of both, but mostly just, I'll be your figurehead, is probably what he said that he would be.
Yeah, but Bernie deserved that win both times. It's really fucking annoying that it went to Hillary and Joe when neither of them fucking deserved it.
Yeah.
It really sucks because if Bernie won, we'd probably end up having like a real ineffectual sort of like what's the word I'm looking for? stalled government, like how the first couple of years of the Obama administration, his first 4 years, the first 2 years were just stalling, not getting shit passed at all. And because his party wouldn't fight for him worth a damn, they were constantly bickering with each other to see who can get what into their, economic stimulus plan or insert bill here. It really fucking sucked. Like, if Obama actually had people backing him back in those days, we could have had real change. But everyone's just so greedy and so out for themselves. We'll never have like a real representative democracy because selfish, incompetent populations elect selfish and incompetent leaders. And that's pretty much like how our government is right now. Selfish and incompetent, or some would even say evil and despicable.
You guys want to know
everywhere.
something?
Sorry, go ahead. No, I'm done. I'm rambling.
Do you guys want to know something funny about Obama?
Sure.
What?
He made a hospital.
No, Obama.
What is that joke? I don't understand the joke.
Everyone shut up. Everyone shut up. Obama helped hospital workers on strike get better wages. For more information, look up Obama hospital strike.
Oh, well, there was something on the election day that did happen. He did speak up for those people. I think it was in the hospital that they were striking for better wages and better working conditions. And after he won, and after the bosses said "fuck it," we'll just give them what they want, they came out, chanting "yes we can, yes we can." It was actually a really cool, like, beautiful moment between like the working class and a at the time potential president before he won the election.
No,
the joke
do you want to know what the joke is?
The joke is about the Kunduz hospital bombing.
Because if you Google Obama hospital strike, then you just get this hospital that Obama airstriked.
Oh fuck! Really?
That's why the joke is like, did you know that Obama made a hospital? For more information, Google Obama Kunduz Hospital, because he bombed the hospital.
All I hear, like for like the last like couple of months, it's been literally Obama Hospital followed by Obama Hospital. And so whenever I think about, I know it was a joke. Whenever I think about that joke, because I never really felt asked to really Google this shit, I always thought about that because it happened on election night in 2008.
Yeah, no, it is about the hospital that he airstriked.
Obama
fucking
hospital
man.
Strike.
It's
like
actually kind of weird.
You have to look up strike because like they think you're talking about like workers on strike. It's a fucking airstrike.
Obama.
Okay, but anyway, I think I'm about done. I just wish we could have true freedom. I wish we knew what that felt like, and nobody's gonna know what that feels like at all in the future, and it is truly a grim future. But now,
you can still.
I want to do some. No, hold on. We're done with my issue because I'm feeling like doing some bullying, so I'm gonna let Demi go next.
Well, I was just about to say you could still experience that freedom. You just got to be willing to break laws to do it, and just be smart enough to not get caught. I'm an old school pothead, so I've been breaking. Yes, become ungovernable. Because like I'm an old school pothead, so I've been breaking the law every time I wake up for fucking decades now.
It's crazy the pot is still illegal in a lot of places.
I can't fucking believe we don't have legal pot in Texas. According to my brother, we just fucking opened up our first medical marijuana dispensary in Houston.
Damn.
And it's like the medical marijuana thing in Texas is really fucking stupid and weird, and it's only for people with the extremely rare medical conditions, but there's loopholes around that. I don't fucking know. It's so odd. I don't understand we could have pot, but there's got to be so many addendums and caveats and stuff to it.
Thing too, in like conservative states, they're banning pot. Like, what the fuck is freedom if we can't smoke pot? Like, come on.
Well, like, dude, like everyone like bags on the conservative response to marijuana usage, man. in like, in liberal states like fucking New York and California, dude, like before like 2003, well, hell, back before like legalization really started taking off, man, dude, it was just so fucking bad in California, despite everyone fucking smoking it like crazy. Like, dude, there's some pictures of BlackRock security being paid to run down the door of a medical marijuana dispensary and confiscate all the files and all the customers and patients that were using that particular dispensary. It's so fucked up, man. And New York's just a fascist police state 24/7, no matter what era you're in.
I literally almost brought in, like, my issue was almost the conservative idea of freedom, but I thought that was a little bit too, like, leftist cuckery, so I tried to make it a bit more general.
There's no such thing as, like, freedom with the American conservative ideal, man. We literally will, like, women literally would be, like, in fucking Handmaid's Tale fucking
freedom as long as you're following what the Bible says. Like, fuck off.
Freedom as long as you follow all of these extremely strict rules, and if you don't, we'll jail or fucking kill you. Which anyway, really fucking sucks, man.
I do want to spend some time bullying Demi Gloom, so please, by all means, Demi, what is
your issue? You don't even know
what
my
today?
issue is. You don't know what my issue is.
You said what it was.
No, I asked about it, but I never actually made that my issue.
Oh, I thought that was going to be... Fuck! I was so looking forward to bullying you. God damn it.
You're probably still going to bully me for this issue.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
My issue is not fireworks.
Damn it.
My issue is the Founding Fathers.
Oh, boy. Oh, God. Here we go.
Listen, guys. Founding Fathers, they weren't necessarily great people. I think, do we all agree on this?
Yeah.
I do agree for the most part, but being honest, we don't have a whole lot of other more positive examples. I mean, like, we can't even do, like, the 1900s. Like, everyone loves Teddy Roosevelt. He's the one that started American imperialism.
I mean, yeah, we don't have, like, nobody in politics has ever been good, ever, in all of history. Except for Vosh. He's the one.
Andrew Yang is pretty based.
Yang's a cuck. I'm sorry.
Hey! How dare you say that about Andrew Yang?
No, he's... Dude, like, during the fucking elections, the last, like, elections, the little, like, the shit show that was, he was for all the same bullshit that Hillary and Bernie was for. He was for reparations. He was for, censoring the internet. There wasn't really, like, the only, like, selling point was, hey,
Was Yang for censoring the internet?
No, Yang Gang, $1,000. I think it wasn't that the meme?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he wanted to give everybody $1,000, universal basic income. That was his, like, main running platform.
I think whether or not Riely wants to admit it, that's the reason why he wants to vote for Andrew Yang, because he doesn't want to get a job. He knows that $1,000 a month he will be able to survive and make podcasts.
Yeah, that's all I want is to survive and make podcasts.
And Andrew Yang will provide that to you on a fucking silver platter.
Yeah, if it were fucking $1,000 every 2 weeks, that'd be a better situation. Because
$1,000 every month, I think, was
I hate jobs.
You know, I think that's what our economy needs. Our economy just needs everybody to stop working. We just need no work. Free money for everybody. That's really...
No, because the people who actually want to rise up in the world will work, and these fucking shitty people who aren't doing their jobs because they don't want to be there can just go be neats.
You mean you?
Like me, yes! Exactly like me.
Well, you start going
I
through...
seriously think our economy would take some serious damage from that.
Oh, yeah, it fucking sucks, but I think that's going to happen anyway, because automation's still a thing, and eventually... a lot of these jobs that people like us can get, they'll be automated right out the fucking door, man. Like plant workers, in about 10 years, we'll see like a dramatic decrease in like all around plant working. And then they'll come for the warehouse jobs. They'll come for the janitorial jobs. Like, in the Walmart that I'm near, you know how they have that little blue Zamboni looking thing that buffs the floors? Well,
Yeah.
dude, they have automated fucking floor buffers now. So that dude, the janitor, that mostly whose primary job was to do that, most of his schedule is now fucking cut in half because that's half his fucking job right there is buffing the fucking floors, man. And yeah, they need people to fix the robots and the machines and all that, but there's only so many of those jobs to go around, man. Just like in the Great Depression when there was the big California rush, there was only going to be so many jobs to go around, and not everyone's going to have a fucking job. So when we get to the next Great American Depression, it's going to be much more devastating than we're, I guess, thinking that it'll be. Like, we romanticize a lot too much in this country, I think, and we need to fucking prepare.
That's one good point that Andrew Yang had. He says because of automation, we need universal basic income, and I believe that if less people are working, like if less people can work, then these people who can't work, people who are losing their jobs, should have some sort of income, right? But the problem is when we incentivized people to not work in general. I like the idea of people who lose their jobs to automation having an income, right? But at the same time, it's like, but at what cost? Are we going to allow people to just? Are we just going to allow people to just like not work ever?
Yeah, like what the fuck are we going to do with
able to?
Yeah, like all right, so it's like we're going to have total automation of the entire fucking workforce. Okay, what are we going to do with all these fucking workers? They need to get a job. Like, are you seriously fucking saying that we're not going to give them any money or anything to help fucking, because we're looking at like fucking look at the shortages that are about to happen. Like, we're about to hit a recession here real fucking soon. What are we going to fucking do when everyone starts losing their fucking jobs? Like,
feel like,
what are you going to do? Like, kill them? You know, start a world war and fucking just kill the surplus population?
it seems like a fucking stupid boomer ideology that it's like, oh, just get another job. Like, eventually, automation is going to get to a point where we're just going to have to, like, distribute wealth in a different way. Because, like, all the jobs are going to be done by robots.
Yeah, honestly, not everyone can be a bartender or a janitor.
Want to hear my hot take?
Sure.
If I could push a button that just automated everything, like all human labor,
I'd push that button twice. Automated.
Yeah, I'd push that button 1,000,000 times. But the problem is, like, this: we're living in this like in between state where, like, yes, people need to work, but also robots are taking all the jobs. You know what I mean? So it's like, we need to provide people with an income, but we also need people to work, and we're in this sort of like weird middle area.
I think, like, personally, this is, maybe I'm just being too black-pilled about it, but I think the politicians and the people who are in charge, I think they really do want to see us all fucking die slowly. I think they get off on it, man, because, like, who smiles at this stuff? Like, and every politician is like fucking done it, right? Like, hey, blank, what are you going to do about all the, the coal miners who just fucking lost their jobs? Oh, maybe they should learn to code and shit like that. Like, that was a big code. Yeah, like, dude, no fucking redneck fucking is going to learn to code, man. They can barely fucking they can barely function like with their fucking smartphones, man.
What if we started with a universal basic income for people of over a certain age who are not, like, going back to college and getting these new ass degrees in these fucking neo fields and shit? I think that might be a good start a universal basic income for people like over 40.
Hey, all right, you're talking my language now. I'm really liking this idea. Hell yeah, let's fucking go.
Yeah, people like you who are over 40.
Mm-hmm.
People who are, I think it should be for people who are over 45, honestly.
Hey, no.
I think it should be for people over
40.
People over 40 who aren't Mo Diggity would be my pitch.
Yeah. Man, fuck y'all. Okay, now I'm feeling attacked here. I'm feeling attacked here.
It's nothing personal, Mo.
Nothing personnel, kid.
There's nothing personal. It's just
we have the government the government considers Mo Diggity to be 16 years old because that's the age he spends the most time with online.
Damn.
Okay.
Average
Okay,
age
I'm
of
gonna
living,
have to.
friends.
Okay, I'm gonna have to ask you to please reword that and be a lot more
Okay, fine.
specific.
18.
Okay,
There you go.
I
That's
still
like the
need.
average age.
Okay, because I don't spend time with 16-year-olds.
Andrew, how old are you?
No, I mean I don't. Okay, addendum. I don't spend time with you guys outside the podcast. Really, like sometimes, like you guys will DM me, but other than that, it's not like I'm hanging out with the fucking like middle schoolers or anything. You fucking weirdo, Riley.
He sells
Shut
pot
the.
to middle schoolers.
Yeah, I'm
They
the
change
They
fucking
probably
sexual
buy that
favors.
for a lot.
I'm the fucking guy in not Fast Times at Ridgemont High, but the like I love high schoolers. I get older, they
would you not
still all still the same age.
would you not attend that line is really funny. Would you not attend the hypothetical largest issue Radcon equivalent?
Well, yeah, but like I would hope like at least most of you are over 18, so it's not so awkward.
I mean, Demi's getting there. Andrew is not, and we're adding insight to our crew soon, and he's
Oh
younger
Christ!
than him. So
Heartsy,
Okay.
how old is Heartsy Protsy? Didn't he like
I
just
think
turn
I think
17?
Hartsy's either almost 18 or is 18. So
No,
Hartsy's
he's
fine.
younger than me. He's younger than me.
Okay,
So
so
he's
I'm gonna be
17.
all right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I might Discord in to the fucking meetup until like the majority of you turn 18.
I mean, it'll just be Andrew and Insight by the end of this year,
Why do you say that?
because you and Hartsy will both
Oh,
be
yeah.
18 by the end of this
Well,
year.
Well, what about Jello?
Heartsy's, we all know that Heartsy's not.
Jason doesn't
Jason will no. Jason turns 18 next year.
You know that Heartsy's not going to actually give a shit about our show, and he's going to quit soon. He's going to be like the mother's basement of issue crew.
Demi, to stop inventing this narrative because you don't like Hartsy.
I don't not like Heartsy. I don't like him, but I don't not like him.
Shut the fuck up and tell us more about the founding fathers, you fucking
Oh,
liberal.
yeah, that's right,
shit,
that was
that
an
was
issue.
the
Liberal
whole
cock.
issue, and then
Okay. The founding fathers, the majority of them had slaves, okay? Which is bad.
Yeah.
And even though like people are like, but Demi, Thomas Jefferson said that we should free the slaves. Yeah, but he still had them. Fuck you. Like that's like saying like, oh yeah, it's like anti-gay politicians who like fuck men. It's like your position does not stand. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I understand that. Like, why didn't y'all just
weren't slaves kind of an integral part of society back then? Like, just to play devil's advocate, didn't like
Yeah.
everybody have slaves back then?
No.
that doesn't make it okay.
No,
That doesn't
actually,
make it
No.
okay,
The wealthy
sure,
elite.
but like,
The fucking bourgeoisie.
yeah, like it was really weird if like some fucking working class schlub like you or I had a slave. Like it was semi common, but not always like around, because
let me
slaves
walk
were,
that back
but-
real quick.
Well,
before...
no. You don't have to walk it back. Like historically speaking, you're completely like correct. You might be like blowing up the amounts a little bit more, but there's nothing essentially wrong with what you said.
People in their situation, like the super wealthy, yeah.
Yeah, like
It doesn't
sorry,
doesn't
shit, man.
accuse them
I
ethically.
keep jumping on your shit. Sorry.
Well, my point is that like it doesn't excuse them ethically. Like Thomas Jefferson, like he was an abolitionist. I mean, so-called abolitionist. Like they clearly understood why it was wrong, but they continued to do it anyway. You know what I mean? George Washington actually famously freed his slaves, which I will commend him for doing such, but that doesn't make him. It doesn't excuse it. That's like saying like, yeah, I kidnapped a bunch of children and brutally beat them, and among other things. But hey, I freed them. I realized it was wrong, guys. I let them go.
To some of their credit, though, and I think
Is there not
Washington
any
was
vindication to that at all?
Well, no.
If you're somebody who's wrong and realizes that you're wrong and then corrects the wrong?
This doesn't happen all the time, but there are people that were like George Washington who just bought the slaves, like whole families of them, and kept them, like didn't abuse them or anything. So there were people that were trying their best, but it still doesn't excuse the fact
They
that they
owned
still
the
did
slaves
have
so that
slaves.
worse people wouldn't own those slaves.
Yeah, there's no
That was
way to
not
look
George
good.
Washington.
Yeah, there's no good way of like saying that I own slaves, but like no, you own
I
slaves,
mean,
bro.
I think in a society where all of those people are like forced to be slaves, owning slaves for the purpose of worse people not owning them is kind of a good
You should.
cause, I would think.
Not by much though, but still
Can we
we
just
give it
not?
to you, but it's still fucking really really bad.
I'm gonna get canceled for even talking to you guys if you guys don't shut up right now.
No, but it's like obviously slavery is bad, but in a world where slavery exists and you are one person who can't stop it and you're in the wealthy elite in a place where you would own slaves, owning those slaves so that the bad people don't. There might be some level of vindication to that. Like
Yeah, but doing
I
that, but like
can't
not like.
free these slaves, but I can keep them away from people who will abuse them.
And you would just, like, if you're talking about like someone like building like a fucking slave sanctuary as a
Yeah.
plantation, like yeah, fuck it, that would be fucking based, absolutely fucking based. People have bought slaves and freed them, like shit like that. That kind of advocacy is fucking awesome. But like just being a slave owner and being like, well, not as bad as the others. I'm not like other slave owners, guys.
Not like other girls, yeah.
Not like other slave owners.
But
No, but
just to be clear, slavery is bad, should not exist. Glad it does not
And
exist anymore.
I like to also add that the people
end
that
clip.
would quote the people who would cancel people over this conversation, those people would probably be the first in line to buy slaves if it were back then. I'm like being like completely real and honest about
If
it.
it were the
Based.
status quo, yeah, probably.
Yeah,
But aside from slavery, right? I'm gonna give this really hot take about the Revolutionary War. Okay,
Okay.
listen.
Sure.
Riley heard me make this take
Oh,
earlier.
yeah. We talked about
So
this in a Let's Play.
I wanna make
It's going
something
to come
very
out in
clear.
like 2 months.
I want to make this very clear. I am glad that America gained independence from Britain. As horrible as our founding fathers were, I am very glad that we are not under British authority right now. I'm very
Yeah.
glad that Just Baz isn't my slave owner. You know what I'm saying? But um, America, like to get to this good thing, and whether it was right or wrong, I don't.
Yeah. Okay.
Whether
Keep
it was
going.
right or wrong, is not.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not even arguing whether it was right or wrong to do this from a utilitarian
Yeah.
perspective. But
Riley, shut up.
America cheated.
Like I have
We
no
cheated.
idea what like Demi's trying to say because you keep going yeah like an asshole. All right, Demi,
America
I'm sorry.
cheated.
What were you
Demi
saying?
knows the reference I'm making.
No, I actually don't.
You keep saying whether it's right or wrong. I'm making an Avril Lavigne reference.
Whether it's right or
Right or
wrong.
wrong.
Yeah. All right, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it now. Shit, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, America cheated in the Revolutionary War. I'm sorry, guys, but we cheated
How so? How so?
because we entered the war right with a set of expectations, right? You know, you hear the story about how like the British like showed up all uptight in their like bright red uniforms, and America was fucking camping and spawn killing and just doing all this fucking bullshit. America was camping and spawn killing in the Revolutionary War.
They got their loadouts before the British did.
Yeah. The British were deranked, actually.
Hope all of my fans like this joke because you're going to hear it again in a Ben 10 Let's Play 3 months from now.
3 months from now. Yeah, we cheated. The
It's
Revolutionary
really-
War was fake.
It's actually really fucking funny, Demi, that you brought that little point up because I'm seeing a meme here. It's a British redcoat versus an American patriot, right? And the redcoat's the crying soy jack. He goes, "No, you can't just defeat our surprise attack in 30 minutes with an outnumbered and unexperienced army." And the other one goes, "Musket go pew pew pew."
Yeah. But like my thing is like I don't really care that we cheated because like I feel like independence by any means necessary was something that, you know, should have been achieved. However, I do think it's kind of like cringe that we're like celebrating it. It's like, yeah, we got what we needed, but like we kind of cheated. We kind of. It's like it's not. I don't think it's very like honorable or prideful. Like I don't think we won the war honorably. Like we did what we had to do, but I would not say that the Revolutionary War was won
Well,
honorably. So I don't think that 4th of July. I don't think we should celebrate that victory necessarily.
all right, so like I really do disagree with you because given what the British were doing to the colonies and taxing the ever living shit out of them, the redcoats brutalizing the shit out of the population, like when there, I think the thing that really kicked off the Revolutionary War was there was a protest, and the redcoats opened fire on the protesters, and they killed. I think it was the St. Valentine's Day massacre, I believe it was, or that's either. Actually, a lot of Valentine's Day massacres have happened in American history. You have the one in like in the old America days, and then you have the gangster ones who, like, for some reason or another, they like to kill each other on Valentine's Day.
Stay
But
tuned every Valentine's Day, guys.
hashtag not all Valentines. but anyway, yeah, given what they were doing, and during the war, they would do that really evil shit. They would put everyone in the little towns in their local churches, lock the fucking doors, and burn them alive inside. I don't feel really bad for quote unquote cheating at all, and I don't think anyone else really does at all.
No, I don't feel bad for it. And I kind of came in a little cuck pilled. I was like, "Oh, I'm not going to say
No,
whether it was
I
right or wrong." No,
get
like,
you.
I
I
think
get
it was
you.
good. It was good. I'm glad we cheated. I'm glad we won that war. But I'm also just like generally, I just think it was a dishonorable thing that we had to resort to rather than like like a super righteous, not righteous, honorable victory. We resorted
Yeah.
to dishonorable means, and I don't think that should be celebrated necessarily. I think we should. I think we could. I like how we celebrate our independence. I don't like how it's twisted into like honoring the dishonorable actions of our
Yeah.
military. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we tend to we in this country, well, really the world, every country tends to overly romanticize their role in insert war here, and I think we're one of the biggest. What's the word I'm looking for? One of the bigger people who fucking do that.
Yeah.
Fuck, I have the word for that. Like, what's the people who commit the act, but it's not a crime? Proponents? I don't fucking know. Anyway, I'll shut up now.
I think like we do the same thing with like World War II. We like to pretend that like we were the heroes of World War II that like stepped in and stopped the Nazis from doing the Holocaust. And
Yeah, we arrived late and the Holocaust already happened.
yeah, we showed up and like we gave the Soviet Union a helping hand. Okay, the Soviet Union beat the shit out of the Nazis, and I'm not saying that in favor of the Soviet Union and that.
No, that's
like,
true.
I'm not saying Stalin is good or anything. I'm just saying like
They did beat the shit out of the Nazis. That's true.
We aren't we aren't the heroes of World War II, and B, obviously while we didn't have a literal Holocaust going on, we were still a very like overtly and openly white supremacist nation. Like, did you like? I don't remember what was it called? They put like
Japanese and internment camps.
Internment camps.
Internment camps.
Internment.
We had that. We still had brutal segregation for all people of color, and it was just like people like to spread this narrative in the modern day, like not because America has become more progressive, and that like we were the fighters for like racial justice and equality. We were against the racist Nazis, when in reality, we only jumped into World War II because of Pearl Harbor. We were protecting our own asses.
Yeah, we were isolationists for the longest fucking time. In fact, Prescott Bush, and like W's fucking great granddaddy, he was involved with the fucking Nazis too, and there was rumors that some of the Kennedys were also involved. In fact, there is a lot of like a low key American millionaires and stuff who were like under the radar, supporting the fucking fascist regime in Italy, and who supported Mussolini, Stalin, and Hitler.
Yeah.
Levi Strauss, for instance. I think that's the one who made the uniforms for the Nazis.
Really? What? And who is this person?
No, Levi Strauss, Levi jeans.
Oh,
Yeah. Like there was a few manufacturers who helped, who had American help and American dollars, who helped out the Nazis back in the day. Of course, some say it's conspiracy theory, but like we have the Freedom of Information Act, and we have all the stats and shit from that we didn't have back then, obviously.
I found this article right here from allthat'sinteresting.com. 7 brands with Nazi ties that we all use. IBM.
That's leftist bullshit.
Fucking-
Like, oh, they were tied
No.
to the Nazis 70 years ago.
No,
Volkswagen.
dude, they really were. Volkswagen was a Nazi invention. That the Volkswagen fucking car, the vehicle, that was directly from the fucking Nazis. It's one of the most popular brands of fucking popular brands of vehicle out there, man.
Is it
That shit's real.
cancelable to say I don't give a single fuck? Because
No. I'm not saying we should give a single fuck. I just think it's like really weird and interesting. And it's funny that when they try to like cover their asses. Kodak, Coca-Cola,
Fanta.
Fanta,
I think
yeah.
they're-
I think
yeah,
Fanta
yeah,
was
Fanta-
made in...
I thought
What was the
Fanta
story of
is just
Fanta?
a Pepsi product. I didn't know they were their own company.
No, Fanta's a
What do you
Coke
mean you
product.
thought they were a Pepsi product?
I thought that Fanta was a
No.
Pepsi product.
It's a Coke product.
Yeah, I think because the American government banned Coca-Cola from selling to the Coca-Cola to the Nazis, so they went under the fucking radar and made Fanta, and they sold it to the Nazis like that. I believe, if I recall correctly.
And what kind of Fanta was it? Was it like Fanta Orange, or was it just like a shitty Coke alternative?
I think it was
I know
just a
that-
shitty Coke alternative, possibly.
Because I know
but
that
I also don't
like
remember.
Fanta is called Fanta Orange, and it didn't used to have like it didn't used to be like the fruit flavored soda that it is now.
At least
look this
Fanta's
up.
better than Crush.
Fanta,
Crush is fucking
shitty
awful.
one.
Crush is delicious.
Anybody who drinks Crush is literally stupid.
Sunkist is the
Oh.
best orange soda. Or the best,
Sunkist is really
can.
good.
Oh yeah, Sunkist is much better than either of them. But for both grape and orange soda, anybody who drinks Crush over Fanta is literally fucking mouth breathing idiot. Like
Fanta was originally orange.
Crush is not good.
It was made by the Nazi German. It was pretty much made by Nazi Germany. Fanta. That's interesting.
Yeah, when you drink Fanta Orange, you're drinking the official drink of Adolf Hitler. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Demi, you have more cucked blue pilled shit about the founding fathers for us?
Let me think here.
They
Fuck
were
Hamilton.
bad.
Fuck the play. Fuck the Hamilton play. That it's in the words of Quentin
Alexander
Reviews.
Hamilton.
In the words of Quentin Reviews, fuck the wishful idealism of Hamilton. Thomas Jefferson did not.
Sorry for
use
any fireworks
she,
in the
they
background,
pronouns.
by the way, folks. They're getting pretty loud. I don't know if you guys can hear them.
No, I don't hear the freedom yet.
My freedom. My freeze peach.
Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. Those fireworks are actually looking pretty cool. I think we're just going to end the show early. I'm going to go watch them.
Shut up, Riely.
How the fuck would you watch fireworks out of anything you could watch?
I would have went to like a fireworks show. Like I would have just canceled the show tonight if there was a fireworks show around, but there's not. The closest one is like an hour away. So
An hour away. Why would you pay to go watch a fireworks show?
I didn't. But I
I
would
know,
have
but
if there was
you
one
still-
close.
You have to pay for gas.
Yeah. Fireworks are fun, Andrew. What's your problem?
You can just watch them for free from your backyard. I don't
Yeah,
see
but
what-
but if there's like a fireworks show, it's gonna be like cooler.
Be way
Like the
cooler.
ones in your backyard are just like fucking neighborhood people being like "Woo America" and like lighting off fucking explosives for no reason. But a fireworks show is like actually coordinated and there's like a bunch of cool shit. It's cool.
the fireworks show that was closest to my house a bit ago, it all exploded in 32 seconds.
That's funny.
It was probably pretty epic.
You ever seen those videos of like the like entire fireworks shows accidentally being let off at once?
That sounds amazing.
It's crazy, but it's like a legitimate danger, and people have to like evacuate. This like there's so much like smoke in the sky that it literally like the sky is literally just like gray. It looks like a fucking Call of Duty map. Like it's ridiculous. And just explosives. It's like literally Call of Duty in real life. It's crazy.
Demi, come on. Are you done? Or?
What? Yeah. I'm done with my issue.
All right. Yeah, we're doing a show here. You gotta like let us know when you're done so we can move on to the next guy.
Well, when I'm quiet, I usually like assume that somebody's gonna just say something.
Well,
I didn't realize that I was like.
You know what they say about assuming?
What do they say about assuming?
It's stupid and you shouldn't do it.
You know what they say about Riely? It's stupid and you shouldn't do it.
And you shouldn't do it. Yep. Anyway, Mo Diggity. What is your issue tonight?
All right, so I'm going to try not to go so hard on this, but I am getting a little bit.
Please go hard. I want to hear the hard.
Riely wants me hard. All right. So, every fucking 4th of July or anything close to like, anything close to anyone saying something that isn't just taking a dump on America, like it just pisses me the fuck off. Like every 4th of July, it's like, and this is before the Roe v. Wade thing and all that stuff, and it's every time. I hate America because and this diarrhea just comes out of their fucking mouths. They start talking about how if we were like China or Europe or blue, if we just listened to the government and Biden or Trump or blue, we'd be a better country. What pisses me off, and I think this is the largest issue in the galaxy right here. It's fucking bootlickers, man. And let me tell you why. I'm fucking so tired of these just don't do anything because everything's so complicated, or why try, or even worse, I don't care if the government tells me to do it, I'll just do it. Why are you not just complying? All these hashtag back the blue, all not all cops, shit like that. All these our military's so great and all, like our military is pretty cool, and I am very thankful for like a lot of aspects of the military being as big as it is, but it can be scaled down. But the fucking authority bootlicking that goes on in this country, and everyone on every political spectrum is fucking guilty of that, right?
Right.
Because there are too many left wingers, too many right wingers that will gladly fillet whatever political leader is in front of them if it's the one that they fucking like, right? Like if we manage to resurrect the fucking corpse of Ronald Reagan, there would be a line of conservatives and Glenn Beck types that would be in, like lining up to blow him, right? If Biden or Obama showed up, a bunch of lefties would be like, "Would you like me to cup the ball, sir?" And it's just fucking pathetic. That
I don't think most lefties like Biden or Obama. I would say.
Hey, what is the name of this issue? Do we ever get that?
Bootlickers.
Yeah, bootlickers.
Bootlickers. Okay.
Yeah, it's. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe we're in different circles or something. But like, maybe it used to be more Obama. Like, I loves you, Obama. I loves you so good.
Hey,
types.
Andrew, can you stop playing eFootball TM 2022, please?
I am most definitely not playing eFootball, whatever the hell you just said, 22. I would never. Why would I play a eFootball, whatever in the fuck
Yeah, why would you play eFootball? Why would Demi Glue play Ben 10 Alien for us? I don't know.
How did you know?
It shows in your Discord, yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. I would not play a fucking ripoff of FIFA, especially.
What video game are
FIFA...
you playing right now, Bo?
I'm playing anything. I'm just checking out memes and stuff. Like when you guys are having more an in-depth conversation. Like if you look at the general, you'll see some of the shit that I was posting a minute ago.
I have
But
Benton Alien Force in like a tiny window, and I'm like playing it subconsciously. Like when I do podcasts, I only play games like that I can just play with muscle memory. I wouldn't play anything that requires like strategy or a serious amount of
Like you're
tension.
not even actually looking at it. The game is basically playing itself. You're just the you're just the vehicle.
I'm just the vessel.
All right, Bo. But anyway, bootlickers.
but anyway, what really set this off, and it's been setting it off for a while. Okay, you don't have to like the Supreme Court, okay? In fact, you should always advocate against a lot of the shit that they do. But without the Supreme Court, without, the checks and balances in this government, if there's no Supreme Court, if there's no bigger governing authority to stop the government when, say, one side gets more power than the other and all that. Blah 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 blah. The Supreme Court can shut down and smack down a lot of really unjust bullshit laws. Like we've seen that a lot during the Trump administration and a lot more during the Biden administration, right? And as much as I disagree about 70% of the time with the Supreme Court with SCOTUS, I am glad that check and balance is there to stop, the government from just passing whatever it felt like at all times. Because if we didn't have that, then we would live in a probably arguably much worse country than what we got right now. Like if you don't like it, like imagine, Roe v. Wade or never being codified, right? And it's still not codified, but like imagine them just doing it on purpose and not caring about you, or imagine them like constantly passing laws without any kind of resistance, like dismantling freedom of speech or freedom of assembly or association, or getting rid of the Fifth Amendment, for instance. I'm glad that check and balance is there. I'm glad that the filibuster is there to stop people at the federal level during the process of trying to pass an unjust or fucked up law. Like, I don't think a bunch of boomers, for instance, should be passing laws regulating cryptocurrency, because none of these motherfuckers have any idea what it really does. So, to have stuff like the Supreme Court, to have stuff like the filibuster in place, that stops that shit from happening, right? And whenever I see all this, get rid of the filibuster now, get rid of the Supreme Court now, they're basically just saying, I want to be the fucking ruler and the dictator over you, and you will all fucking bow and pledge your allegiance to me. Because without any checks and balances, man, these authoritarians and the fucking bootlickers who fucking worship them would run roughshod over our fucking country. Like, I don't want to be like Canada. I don't want to be like Mexico. I don't want to be like Brazil or South America or Cuba or North Korea. Like, not to say that South America is bad or anything like that. It's just that there's not as many checks and balances. Like maybe Colombia or maybe El Salvador would be like a better representation of what I'm talking about when it comes to South America. But I don't want these fucking bootlickers to constantly dictate what policy, foreign or domestic, should be. And as much as I hate bureaucracy, there is some benefit for having like miles of red tape. Because it does stop the flow of bad ideas. And that's kind of all I sort of have to say about it. I really am thankful I do live in a country where I can have like a holiday on this level, where I can celebrate the freedoms that I do have. And I'm happy to say that, hey, if there's a law, an unjust law, that limits that freedom. I'm glad that me and millions of other people are willing to break those laws in order to keep that freedom alive. Because if we didn't have that, if we just had bootlickers constantly telling you, just comply, if you just listened to the cop, you wouldn't have gotten shot. If you just listened to your boss, you wouldn't have gotten fired. If you just worked that unpaid overtime, you'd still have a job. It's just this constant fucking boot on your neck constantly that's just grinding you the fuck down. And all you gotta do is just reach up and punch him right in the fucking nuts, and you're out from under that fucking boot. But if you let the bootlickers have their way, if you don't say anything, if you just go, "Oh, everything's so fucked up, why try?" You'll be in for quite the shock. Your compliance will not be rewarded. You will pay dearly for that. Anyway, so that's all I gotta say. I'll go ahead and leave it, open the floor to any comments, suggestions, criticisms, blah blah blah.
I guess I have a question
Sure.
for you, Mo. So you believe that I guess there needs to be a system in place, and I'm gonna just be completely honest here. I don't know too much about like how American politics work. I'm more into like political theory and philosophy.
Yeah.
So feel free to correct me at any point.
Sure.
But what you believe in generally, like fundamentally, is that we need a system in place to make sure that neither side of the political spectrum is too powerful and that there's some balance.
Yeah, even though as much as I fucking hate the government and the idea of a government even existing, I look at the governments of the world, and some may be objectively a little bit better, but I would rather have this one than any of our neighbors. I mean, even comparing to like say Canada or even Mexico, like I'm glad that I have what I have now.
I guess my argument against that is that I think it would be anti-democratic to sort of enforce like this bipartisanship, like this whole system of like we have these two parties, these two political ideologies that are completely opposed to each other on like fundamental ethical levels. If we're going to force them to have like equal standings,
click, 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 click.
Sorry, how long have you been hearing my clicking?
Throughout that whole sentence.
Oh, but not like before that?
No.
Okay. So if we are to like enforce bipartisanship and like allow these two political parties, no matter what, to maintain their power and influence in our political system, don't you think it would be like anti-democratic? Because I think that's against the will of the people. I don't think people want total bipartisanship. People want their side. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, true. I get that. But at the same time, though, like take now, and even I don't know if you were really alive. I guess I'll just take something from my time. Take the Bush era politics, and take like nowadays. Like you look at say post 9/11 America. Did anyone would it have been a really good idea if we just swept the other party out from out of the Senate, out of the House, and just had like say straight Republican rule? That would really fucking suck. We'd feel great. The people who are Republicans would have felt great. They would have said that was the greatest time in America. But if you were say Muslim or non-preferred white or poor or something like that, that was going to be a real shit time for you. And it kind of was, and it sort of was exactly like that, because there was a lot of
Right.
because there was a strong, horrid Republican rule back then, and the Democrats back then didn't really help anything. Even all the ones who, like, say, spoke out against the Patriot Act, almost all of them voted for it. Even Dennis Kucinich, one of my favorite Democrat politicians, one of my favorite old school progressives, he bitched about it a bunch, and he still voted for it. So even though it's anti-democratic, I don't think that there's even really so much of a happy medium or more. I guess I think maybe more democracy in this instance. It might be detrimental to our nation. It wouldn't benefit the nation that much, because Well, like, what if you got a bunch of Tea Partiers, or like a bunch of Trump supporters, or a bunch of AOC or Ilhan Omar supporters, and they're the ones ruling the government with an iron fist because, politics decides who lives and who dies, who eats and who doesn't. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
as shitty as it is, I kind of have to accept that
Right.
that there is going to be like anti-democratic stuff in a democracy, or in a representative democracy.
Right. I would agree with you that allowing like the president or giving the government too much power is always an awful thing. Like letting any established government, especially when we have elections every 4 years and two completely different political ideologies are running the country in such a short period of time, like between the two. Like the way we went from Obama to Trump, even with how difficult it is for a president to pass legislation, like we've seen how radically our country, our economy, everything just shifts so radically. And I think radical shifting is never a great idea. And
Yeah.
unless when it comes to like basic human rights and shit, like a lot of social issues, like radical shifting is very important. Like it's like we need like healthcare and shit. Like I think we need that shit now, and it can be done. But like there's plenty of issues and economic policies and situations that, when changed immediately, cause so much chaos and wreak so much havoc that it's important to do things, more steadily, like move in a more positive direction. I'm kind of rambling off topic, but like
No, I
just
get you.
I agree with that. We need to stop any current political establishment from being too powerful, especially when, I mean, politics are, dare I say, impulsive or knee jerk these days.
Yeah, it's
However,
reactionary mostly these days.
I genuinely don't think that we should have like a two-party system with an institution that makes sure that each party, like each of these two parties that have came out fucking when did the Democratic Party release date? I don't fucking know. Like 1800.
Release date.
Like these
Yo,
two
when
parties
the
have been,
Democratic Party dropping, bro?
these two parties have been like ruling our country for so long. I think it's unfortunate that we have so many institutions that keep it that way. It maintains the two-party system that nobody fucking likes. I don't think the majority of people, like the majority of, especially young people, like, this new generation of voters, most of us, like this whole, like, I'm not a Democrat or a Republican thing. That's like normal. That's like the average person. So I don't like that we have institutions that are maintaining this bipartisan and the bi-party system. You know what I mean? It's just annoying, and it holds us back from actual progress.
Totally true. And to go back to your point of, I guess, radical shifts. Yeah, that can be bad for the country. However, there is room for radical shifts, because without radical shifts, you don't get, the Obamacare, the Affordable Health Care Act. You don't get the civil rights legislation passed. You don't get gay marriage. You don't get trans rights, codified, or at least or at the very least passed. Because we do have to eventually change and adapt with the times, but within reason. Now, I do have a solution for this, but most people don't want to fucking hear it, because it's a wasted vote, guys. If people are really committed to the I hate the Democrats, I hate the Republicans, they're gonna have to vote third party. The only way to destroy this one party state masquerading as a two party state, we've got to vote another party, and we got to start getting more parties in there. So if that means that, we have to get some Green Party people in there, or if we have to get some, oh God, what's the more non-insane right-wing versions? Because the only ones I can think of are the fucking America Firsters or Trumpers, and I don't even want either one of those fuckers in there.
Yeah.
We've got to figure out a way.
Libertarian Party.
There's always the Libertarian Party. It's just that they get too weird with libertarianism. Like
they don't like actually really believe in libertarianism. It's just like government bad, regulations bad, no driver's licenses, no roads, nothing.
Agreed.
Oh yeah, it's just the reason why I don't identify with the Libertarian Party anymore, despite being mostly libertarian in my beliefs, is because I can't accept this like the despicable stuff like age of consent laws get struck down because government bad, no government interference in my bedroom, or no borders because what's a border besides an imaginary line, man? Stuff like this. Like I can't fucking support that. Like I'm like most
Yeah,
Americans.
but if there was no
if you,
government, we could just shoot pedophiles and kill them, and then
well,
they'd be
yeah,
dead.
Okay.
yeah, but we're not. Well, I'm not talking about pedophilia or anything so much. That was just an example.
You were saying like age of consent laws. I'm like,
They would, but like
if there's no government and no age of consent laws, there's also no murder laws. So we just murder the pedophile.
Well,
I just
libertarianism
can't trust humanity to govern itself. I think
true,
over
true.
the years, like we've learned that humanity cannot govern itself.
Yeah, and libertarianism is for extremely limited and small government. It doesn't stand for no government, Riely. So, you wouldn't be able to kill those pedophiles because that would violate the non-aggression principle, the NAP. So you wouldn't really be able to
legalize killing pedophiles specifically.
No, I'm not going to stand against you there. Vote. Yeah, fucking vote third party, and a lot of this duopoly, monoparty bullshit goes the fuck away as soon as we start establishing other parties in our government. And, if we have to constantly just show up at their fucking houses, as much as, like, I think that maybe a guy...
Redacted. Don't show up to people's houses.
No, not in a bad way, not in a bad way.
Not in a literal way.
No, we do have the right to, like, say, show up at Nancy Pelosi's house, like, outside, not on the property.
Yeah, let's go to Joe Biden's
we do
house. Where does he live?
Well, he lives on
1600
Pennsylvania Avenue.
Negro Royal Lane.
I can't believe Joe Biden got doxxed.
No, but we do. But if we got to get out and loud about policy changes, we've got to stand our ground, so to speak, and start forcing these policies to get passed. Like Roe v. Wade should have been codified a long time ago, but none of the Democrats would want to fucking do that because a lot of them are blue dog Democrats, and a lot of them they'll get primaried straight the fuck out of office for life begins at conception fucking type of Democrats, especially here in the fucking South. Like getting a Democrat elected here is like pulling fucking teeth. And they basically are only Democrat in name only, you know what I mean? Because the right winger wasn't so palpable, you know what I mean?
Like what was that one fucking guy? Mike. Who's the Mike that was running for president in 2020? Mike Bloomberg.
Oh, that guy was a fucking that is one of the reasons why I hate Mike Bloomberg in New York. Because
I just want to see something here real quick. Everybody, let's go around the horn real quick. Who was the worst Democratic candidate running in the primaries in 2022? Or not 2022, 2020? Demi Gloom?
I don't think there was a primary in 2022.
The 2020 primary.
Yeah, right now. Yeah, as of right now, we're not getting a Democrat primary. You like Joe?
No. Okay, I get it. I said the wrong thing. The 2020 primary. Who was the worst?
Okay, so I want to say like Kamala Harris because like I was much more afraid of Kamala Harris and the influence she has, like her ability to develop like a following. You know what I mean? But like.
No.
And like and actually influence politics. I was much more afraid of Kamala Harris presidency. But because I thought it was actually going to happen. But Mike Bloomberg is probably like the worst. Like if he could have actually won, he would probably have been the worst president.
Demi, why do you sound so much quieter all of a sudden?
Sorry, mic placement.
Okay.
Yeah, Bloomberg's an authoritarian. He ruled fucking New York with an iron fucking fist, man. That would actually be my second choice. Personally, my choice for worst fucking Democrat has got to be Beto O'Rourke because he's a fucking gun grabber, hate speech laws out the ass, no freedom of speech, no constitution, you will live under progressive rule, or you can go to jail, or perhaps you'll be quote unquote disappeared. He's probably the type of person that would also be like in favor of re-education camps and stuff like that.
Re-education camps
No,
now.
like for real, man. They had that shit in the 80s and 90s for punkers and fucking metalheads, man. When well-to-do, affluent parents didn't understand why their kids listening to Megadeth and Dead Kennedys, they sent them off to fucking to like a quote unquote rehabilitation center. And
real quick, Mo, I just want to say it is getting pretty late, and I do want to give Andrew his full stage for his issues. So let's
okay,
snap.
my bad. Yeah, Beta O'Rourke fucking sucks. So, like, if we had any sense at all, we would have gotten Tulsi Gabbard in the fucking presidency. But that's probably never going to happen.
Tulsi Gabbard was pretty base. Like, it was Bernie, Tulsi, and Andrew Yang were the like three people who were like, I like these guys. But
it's kind of weird. I'm on Politico.
The worst was Pete Buttigieg. I don't know why any of you didn't say Pete Buttigieg.
Oh, because like Buttigieg, that fucking asshole, he didn't have any fucking chance in hell. So he was a non-threat. I thought it was O'Rourke and fucking Bloomberg who I hated the most. Oh, besides Clinton and fucking Biden, but I didn't think that either one of those two would have gotten the nod. If I had an idea, I probably would have thought it would have probably been either Bloomberg or Booker. But I'm on Politico right now. They don't even
check on Andrew. Are you even still here?
I am, in fact, still here.
Okay, so Mo, continue.
Yeah, I'm on Politico.com. It doesn't even have fucking Yang or fucking Bernie Sanders in the presidential candidate list, man. That's so fucked up. Anyway, my apologies for rambling. I'm done.
Okay, Andrew, you're our final issue on the night. I saved the best for last here because I'm really interested in hearing about your issue. What is your issue?
I didn't crack my laptop right now, did I? Okay, cool. So, Roe v. Wade. That was overturned, 2 weeks ago?
Yes.
I would have talked about it last week, but I thought, I should avoid the topic. I mean, we all know my stance, right? There's
and this whole, like, on this show where, like, half the time all we talk about is politics, you thought you'd avoid the political topic?
Oh, no, I didn't think that. I just think we've talked about abortion enough. There's, like, 5 different issues on the issue list that has the word abortion in it.
By the way, I don't stand by my glamorization of abortion issue anymore. I think I was being overly stupid.
Thank you so much, Riely. You
Yeah.
have no idea how much me, on behalf of all women, appreciate that.
Anywho, so there's 2 sides to this Roe v. Wade being overturned. There is the side that says that we should keep abortions around, and then there's the wrong side, who says that we shouldn't.
Okay. You smug asshole. I agree with you, but you're kind of a snarky little bitch sometimes.
But I think that we have not gone far enough. I think that not only should we keep abortions, but we should start aborting every baby we possibly can.
Yes.
Yeah, anti-natalism. You're so funny. Such an original bit. Nobody's ever made a joke about that before.
I'm not anti.
This isn't a joke. I want to watch a lot of people get aborted. This is We're
living on the edge.
Trust me, I wish I was aborted. Goddamn.
Oh God! Shut the fuck up, Andrew.
Not what I mean.
Fucking
okay,
dipshit.
I'm gonna go under.
I wish my mama aborted me. That was the dumbest sign.
Not
at the
what I mean.
Pro-choice,
I don't mean
protest.
that I want to die. I just mean that a 20-year-old that just barely got out of high school and then happened to meet a guy that did not graduate high school should not.
Mine didn't even get out of high school yet.
Yeah, what the fuck do you know about like life outside of high school? You're still like deep in high school right now.
Knee deep in high school, jeez.
Knee deep in high school.
Well, I didn't want to say balls deep in high school because, anyway.
I do go balls deep into something, though.
Shush, God, please, just be quiet.
I think we're just like torturing Mo at this point. Just trying to get him in trouble.
Yeah.
Demi Gloom. Microphone.
Am I far away or something?
Yeah, you still sound quiet.
What about now?
A little bit better.
Now?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. Wait, hold on. Is this better right here?
Yes, a lot
Oh,
better.
okay. I accidentally hit a button on my microphone that makes it like
How do you hit a
more
button?
surround. There's a little button on the microphone that makes it like there's like two modes. There's one for like one person and one for like recording like the whole room. And the recording whole room button is very easily pressed accidentally.
I guess that's
So
useful
I
for like
apologize for
recording a
you.
let's play or something. That's cool.
It's useful if it's mainly for if you're doing like a podcast in person and you only have one microphone.
Yeah, like a podcast in person or like a let's play
Yeah.
or something where multiple people are talking into the same mic.
Yeah, but for this podcast,
So not very good.
if that ever does happen, like if you ever notice like I sound like I'm further away and there's like more noise like that, just let me know. I'll hit the button. I'd push the button twice.
Pushing buttons.
Anyway, Andrew, what is the name of your issue? I don't think you said it.
Not enough abortions. I want more.
Okay. Tell us more.
You fucking edgelord. We're
See,
doing
look,
so well during this episode, and you've got to like ruin it with your edginess.
you've talked about politics for the last 2 hours. My ears are almost bleeding.
It's fucking July 4th, man. What do you expect us to talk about? The weather?
Yeah, it was pretty nice today,
How's
actually.
the weather right now? Oh, very fireworky. You know?
Yeah, very hot down here in Texas. It fucking sucks. That's my take on the weather. Bob?
Anywho, Young Thug said it best. You shouldn't be allowed to have kids if you're broke. Now, he didn't word it like that. He said, as a man, you should not be allowed to nut if you make fuck all money. But, I mean, he almost had the right point.
Should not be allowed to nut. That's pretty good.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point. Why would I want to bring some child into a world where I'm broke? I can't support a kid. If you can't support a kid, get rid of the baby. Kill the baby. Fuck the baby.
I don't know about that.
Look, it's either you get rid of him while he's still in the womb, or get rid of her while she gets out of the womb. Take your pick.
There's just like a pistol waiting on the other.
Yeah, you know, like how they do in China? Or how they used to do in China? If you have more than 2 kids, bang bang. Bye bye, baby. No more baby.
They didn't
We
do
don't
that
need-
in China.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
they did.
They definitely did it in China at one point.
Like in like ancient history, yeah. I'm certain that that wasn't like actually what it was like in any.
Well, they probably had like
Modern
foster
day.
care, but it was probably really shitty foster care.
Why would anyone want to be in foster care?
Because
You just got, like-
there was like a more than one child they would take it away from you thing in China.
No, I thought they would just like A, they would tax the fuck out of you. B, they would like it would be like it was a crime. I'm pretty sure they didn't literally take your child.
In China they did. It was the one child policy back after the Great Leap Forward phase. They did confiscate any extra kids over one.
And when was this? I'm not familiar with my China history. When, like, what decade is this?
I think
We're
it was
all
like the
experts in
60s
China
or
history
70s or
here.
something like that. It was like a fuck. I don't even remember off the top of my head. Yeah, just Google China one child policy. It'll tell you the history of that. It's actually a very interesting read.
China's just like one of the worst countries ever, like throughout history. They're just always wrong. They have the wrong opinions on everything. It's just so obvious, like what the Chinese government intended
Initiated
for.
in the late 70s and early 80s. Essentially.
Andrew's like, wow, I kind of like this law. Bring it back. Bring it to America.
Oh, it ended in 2015. Oh, okay.
Holy Christ!
Yeah, it was. I remember hearing the news about that when it came out, when they got rid of the child ban, and that was like within my lifetime. I knew, but I didn't know it was 2015. That's crazy recent.
Like 7 years ago. Not even. I was like 8.
Yeah, if it's less than 10 years ago, I consider that recent.
I consider anything less than 2 weeks recent.
Well, because that is recent, Andrew.
Yeah, pretty damn
But
recent.
anything past 2 weeks, it's not recent. I don't care enough.
It's all about relativity.
Yeah. This issue may just stem from the fact that I, one, do not like kids at all. Everything about them just kind of slightly irritates me. Shut up, dog. Within the last 2 hours of Grayson being awake, he had 3 breakdowns about 3 different things.
Andrew, I hope you're not going where I
think
think you're going.
Bad. I am not saying that we should unalive someone that is between the ages of 1 and 4. I am not saying that. I am just saying that kids bad. Kid bad. Get rid of kid. But not kid.
Not kid that's already alive. Get rid of kid before alive.
Yeah, get rid of kid before kid. After it comes out, I mean, I guess you're kind of stuck with it for 18 years unless you get CPS called on you a handful of times. I mean, because we all know how good CPS is at getting rid of kids. At least in bad households.
I kind of hate CPS in this country. It's like it's
CPS
so rare.
Doesn't do anything.
Bullshit. They don't fucking do anything, dude. Like it's super.
They don't do anything for people who need it.
Well, yeah, that too. But like the responses to a lot of stuff is really, really disproportionate. It depends on the agent that you get. Like there's going to be a difference between like say you get called like twice on, right? You might get one agent that's like, so we got a wellness check to be called on you. Is everything okay? Yada yada. And then like there will be like 3 or 4 years down the line, someone else gets mad and calls CPS on you over some like bullshit. And then you got the fucking CPS and the fucking cops like knocking on your fucking door, want to confiscate your kids, man. And this has been like targeted toward like, well, basically everyone like working class, poor, they're especially like, against like black people and Mexican people and shit. Like the CPS is sort of like a real hardcore, like kind of low key, racist institution, man, because it's been used so much to, fuck with like black people and black families specifically throughout the ages, man.
Holy shit, you know what I just realized? Wow, I have egg on my face right now. This is really bad. So, I've been breaking my own rule a little bit. I don't know if anybody's checked my status. But I've been playing a video game. And what I just realized is that since I have the volume on, the OBS backup of this podcast is fucked because it has my game audio in it.
I really hope that Geark and Craig have like good fucking.
They have been upgrading Geark and Craig, and they've been very reliable lately. And neither of them are disconnected yet, so we're good.
Good, because I thought that we like really kicked ass so far, and I want this episode to go up.
For sure, yeah. The Craig and Geark are fine. I mean, like even if worst case scenario, like there's faint game audio in the background. I'm sure people will live. We finally got background music, guys. It's the sound of Ben 10 Alien Force for the PSP.
Oh my god! I was really hoping
Ben 10
you were
Alien
say
Force?
a good game.
Yeah.
And you said that.
What do you think of it so far?
It's pretty shitty.
Do you agree with my assessment that it's like the controls feel really like? What did I say?
It's weird how similar it feels to Protector of Earth, but it's so much shittier at the same time.
Right.
But anyway, enough about Ben 10 Alien Force for the PSP. Andrew, please continue your thing about abortions.
Sexual harassment simulator. Hold on, anyone? Sexual harassment simulator. Find new friends. I don't think you find friends in sexual.
Andrew?
What?
Have you been like talking that whole time? Because we heard like faint. Like,
oh, sorry. No, I was reading about sexual harassment simulator.
Oh, okay. Sounds pretty good. Sounds like a good game.
You mean Riely Simulator?
Hey! Not true. Not real. But anyway, Andrew, abortions. Please give us more points about your actual issue instead of saying cancelable things that I had to cut out of the podcast.
What do you mean? I didn't say anything that would be potentially cancelable and or
I don't know.
A little too far for my my basis on things that I will and won't say. kids bad. Kids have ruined marriages. I don't know what the percentage of marriages that are ruined by kids are, but I'm sure it is a decent amount. I mean, realistically, what would cause a divorce more? Cheating or a child? I've heard child more often than I've heard cheating.
You know what the number one cause of divorce is?
Marriage.
Women. Also, marriage is the second one.
What if it's a gay marriage?
Well, then that's.
Divorce.
I'm saying it's the number one cause, not always the cause.
Where the fuck is this even going? I'm so
This
confused.
isn't going anywhere.
Women bad. That's where it's going.
Women
That's
are not bad. Women are great specimen and deserve to choose whether they want to alive or unalive their children. That's bad out of context. If they... Yeah. I can't word that.
You can't
Jesus
salvage that.
fuck. Yeah, I can't salvage this.
Are you done? Are you giving up? Is it over?
Am I giving up? Yes.
Okay, well, that was a little bit underwhelming. I don't think this is getting clipped on the YouTube channel after all. It's not a very...
See, I thought I put
issue.
stuff in my notes, and then I didn't.
Well, good job.
Apparently that happened in a dream. I'm kind of mad at myself now. Let's go. I did what Demi Gloom said. I very pretentiously underwhelmed an issue again.
But alright, gamers, that's about it for largest issue in the galaxy tonight. Let's go around the horn, talk about where you can be found. Andrew, where can they find you?
You can find me at twitter.com, ngel from hell 0. Still trying to get that 0 removed. I've been on this conquest for at least probably as long as my name has been Angel from Hell on everything, excluding
Instead of the
things
0,
around.
replace it with like 69, so it's funny. Become
Yeah.
Angel from Hell 69 on Twitter.
No. I'm
Angel
not.
from Hell 420.
That's too high. Why would I put the number that...
Angel from Hell 41.
Ha ha ha.
42.
You'll become Mo Diggity's direct competitor. Become Angel from Hell 42. The battle of the 42s.
Yay, 42.
Alright, anyway, Demi Gloom.
I didn't even say my SoundCloud. I can't
then
believe
say
you
it.
wouldn't let me promote it. SoundCloud. Yeah. Fuck me. I was doing so well today. SoundCloud.com/Andrew is away. You find my SoundCloud. New project soon-ish. Question mark.
Certainly.
Epic. Demi Gloom.
You can find me at Demigloom on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok. I'm getting very popular on TikTok, and if you go on there, you'll see why. I also make music, so you can find me at soundcloud.com/Demigloom or look up Demigloom, that's DEMIGLOOM, on Spotify, and listen to the shit that I made. It's really good. I'm sort of, moving over to Spotify and putting out... I have more quality control with my music, so you can expect more good things to be found on my page. Last thing I want to plug is my YouTube channel, Demi Gloom. You can find that. Just look up Demi Gloom, and there'll be videos on there very soon. And there's also a playlist with all the other videos that I'm featured in, including podcasts and Let's Plays and all that goody stuff.
Hell yeah. Sick. What about you, Mo?
Oh, I'm down for anything. Oh, my plugs. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, you can find me at twitter.com/MoSideGaming. I got a pin tweet with all my stuff on there. Go check that out.
Wow, Mo Diggity's down for anything? Well, in that case, tune in for our Full Metal Alchemist podcast starting next week.
Oh, God, that's such a long fucking series.
What's the
Which
protagonist
one?
of Full Metal Alchemist called again? What's his name?
What's the what?
What's the name of the guy from Full Metal Alchemist? The guy with the weird like rat tail? Edward?
Yeah, Edward Elric?
Edward's Kingdom.
Edward's Kingdom, yep.
Naruto's
No, it'd be
Kingdom.
Father's Kingdom. Father's like the villain who tries to take over the world. It'd be Father's Kingdom.
Well,
There you
Kira's
go.
the villain, but also the protagonist. You know what I mean?
That's true. But Edward doesn't have a kingdom. Father does. Or we'll just call it Kira's Kingdom 2, Full Metal Alchemist Edition. That's the better name, I think.
What if Kira's Kingdom just became an anime podcast? It was just called Kira's Kingdom. That's not a bad idea.
I don't know about that. Kira's Kingdom had a solid 40-episode run and had a finale. I think that show's dead until... The only exception is when we do Kira's Kingdom: The Rebirth on Mo's Patreon and talk about the drama.
Or if the second Death Note movie comes out like on Netflix, then you gotta you gotta bring it back just for one reunion special.
Oh, of course, if they make a sequel to that movie, which they are making that, it'll be interesting to see when it comes out. I really hope they just try to follow the manga to the letter and don't fuck it up too bad. Although if it has Nat Wolf in it, I think it'll be bad either way.
Then Wolfhard is near.
It's gonna happen. I'm telling you.
I don't think so. I don't think they could afford Finn Wolfhard.
You don't think Netflix Studios can afford Finn Wolfhard? I'm pretty sure they can.
No, I don't think
do all the time.
No, Riely, I don't think they're going to
allocate the budget to Death Note 2 necessary.
No, yeah, exactly.
Understandable.
My prediction for Death Note 2 is that it's just going to be like a shit post. Like they're going to play on the fact that it's like bad, and they're going to make it intentionally bad, and then expect us to like laugh at it. But then we're going to be like, no, this is like obviously intentionally bad, so it's not actually funny anymore.
Dude, yeah, it's like if Morbius 2 comes out, and it probably will, and Morbius goes, "It's Morbin time." Then the meme's
he will
just say
that. He will say that. I
really
hope.
Now, dude, I hope they retcon Morbius out of existence, and we just forget that movie
He's gonna be in the
existed.
fucking Sinister Six movie.
Oh god!
Because he teams up with the Vulture at the post-credit scene.
I don't want it.
He's gonna fight Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man and see it's Morbin time before he attacks him.
So fucking stupid.
But anyway, you can find me at anchor.fm/Riely Make a Feed, folks. You know it. It's the place. Go there. Thank you for listening, everybody. My issue was American quote-unquote freedom.
My issue was the Founding Fathers.
My issue was bootlickers.
My issue was not enough abortions.
And we will see you next week for episode 106, folks.
Yay!
Goodbye.
Goodbye.